When there's an argument in the marriage, who is to apologize? Is it the person that started the argument, or is it the person that overreacted based on what was said to him or her during the argument? Or is it the person that is at fault from beginning to the end? Who should apologize after an argument in a marriage? That's what we are going to be looking at today. Of course, we all know that as long as we are in this life, there will always be moments of friction. There will always be moments of misunderstanding. Why? Because you and your partner are coming from separate background, separate family, different personality traits, and all the rest. So there is definitely going to be things that will trigger us emotionally in the marriage. But the thing is, how do we reach a place of reconciliation after the triggering? Who should apologize first? If this is your first time joining me, this is Hannah and you're watching Hello Sis Network. Please don't go away. Subscribe and like and comment before you leave. Okay, so there is something that I want us to know, and it's not what you're expecting. It's not what you think. The person who should apologize after an argument in a marriage is the person who is emotionally mature in the marriage. Let me repeat it. The person who should apologize first after an argument is a person who has high emotional intelligence in the marriage. Okay, let me break it down for us to understand. If you and your partner has a misunderstanding in the marriage, even if it is you that is wrong or that started the argument, if you are not emotionally mature, you will not apologize if you are the one at fault. Why? You will be standing on your right. You want to defend your right. You would not want to admit that you have done something wrong. Okay? Now, if you're emotionally mature and you're not the one at fault, but because you understand that this is just an argument, it does not define who your partner is, and whatever has happened does not define who you are. What you have in mind is just the goal to keep the marriage going. You will step out and apologize, even if you're not the one at fault. That is a sign of high emotional intelligence. Someone who is able to put his right, his emotions under control for a higher goal, for a bigger picture. Let me take for an instance, if I and my husband has a misunderstanding here, and probably I'm the one wrong, and then he is the one right. Okay? Or let me go this way. Yes, I'm the one wrong and he's the one right. If he is the one who is emotionally intelligent among us, despite the fact that he is not the one who is at fault, he will apologize to me. Not because he's afraid of me. Not because he's insecure. No. But because he's looking at the bigger picture about the marriage. So he doesn't mind taking up the responsibility of reconciliation, because you understand that this argument does not define who I am or who he is. So he will say sorry. Why? Because he wants peace. He's looking at the bigger picture in the marriage. Do you get? So now, what are the signs that tells you that you are emotionally mature or you have high emotional intelligence? Number one is that you are able to reason, think about what people are feeling. Okay? A person who is emotionally intelligent doesn't say everything that enters his mind. You know, there's a way that someone is angry, a lot of ideas are coming to you, so many terrible things to say, and as they are just coming like this, as if they are hitting door, waiting for you to just open your mouth so that you go ahead and give it back. At that point, a person who is emotionally intelligent has his or her emotions under control, under regulation. He does not talk everything he feels, and she does not talk everything she feels. But a person who doesn't have emotional intelligence, as the thoughts are coming, as the emotions are rising, that's how they are saying it. If in their mind, what came to their mind is, you're very stupid, they will say it. If what came to their mind is, foolish man, foolish woman, they will say it. Anything coming up, whatever that is coming up in their mind, no matter how negative they are saying it. They don't have internal emotional regulation within them. They say it as they are feeling it immediately. They say it as it's coming to their mind immediately. There's a sign of low emotional intelligence. So if someone who has a low emotional intelligence is wrong in an argument, he or she will not see the need to apologize. And you're wondering, what is wrong with this man? Or what is wrong with this woman? Like after the thing that you did, you're supposed to even stand up now, start apologizing. But they can't see it. They can't reason it because of the low percentage of the emotional intelligence. Do you understand? Their DNA, their background, their family, there's a lot of things that are going to define whether somebody will grow up as an emotionally intelligent person. And it has nothing to do with age. It's not connected with age. Okay? So if you are the one who is emotionally intelligent in your marriage, for the bigger picture, for the proper confidence you have in who you are, go ahead, initiate the reconciliation. It doesn't remove anything from who you are. Okay? And it doesn't reduce you. A person who has low emotional intelligence thinks that when they apologize that it reduces them. So they feel, if I apologize now, it will make me look small. It will make me look as if I'm not in control, or it will make me look like I'm the one who is at fault. No. A person who is emotionally intelligent knows that whether he takes the step to apologize or not, that he or she is doing great for him or herself. Yeah, and there's also some mistake I would like us to avoid if you are an emotionally intelligent person in the marriage. Normally, when you apologize, your partner is supposed to see reasons and come and say, oh, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry, because you have initiated the apology. But it's not all partners that do that. There are some partners that even after you have apologized, despite the fact that you are not the one at fault, they will still not see the reason to come and say sorry. Why? Because of their low emotional IQ. So that is why you should do whatever you are doing, not because you are expecting them to behave like you, because they cannot behave like you. They can't understand like you. A person who has a low emotional intelligence does not understand the feeling of another person. So you in your mind, you'll be like, this one is just as if innocent. It's not as if they don't send. It's just the emotional makeup. They don't get it, that they don't get what someone is feeling. They don't get that the words you said are very bad. The thing you did are very bad. They don't get it. So you're like, are you a human being? You're supposed to know. Like, what is going on with you? My brother, my sister, nothing is going on with your partner. That is his or her own level of emotional intelligence. So if you happen to be the one who is emotionally intelligent, don't see it as a big deal. Initiate. It doesn't mean that he or she is taking for granted. It means that you are being who you are. Okay? I was on a bus one day and a conductor misbehaved so badly. Like, I felt like shouting. I really felt like shouting at him. But I just said, this guy is behaving based on his mentality, based on his background, his experience, who he is as a street guy. I will not come down to his level to respond to him. So I just moved on. Okay? It was a very terrible scenario, but I moved on. I didn't respond to him. So that is what happens when you're emotionally intelligent. You don't have to come down to the level of your partner, especially when you know that what they are doing is wrong, but you feel like, should I be the only one just doing the right thing all the time? Oh yeah, let me do it. As you are doing, I will no longer say sorry. I will, whatever happens, let it happen. No, there's a reason why God has planted you there, and it may be because of your level of intelligence, your level of emotional intelligence. That is where God has planted you there, to always create that atmosphere of reconciliation and continuation of love in your marriage. Okay, so I hope we have been able to know that whoever is at fault doesn't matter. What matters is that one person stands up and take the initiative of reconciliation for love to continue in the marriage. I remain Hannah. Subscribe, share your experience with me, comment before you go, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye. Bye.